Remember all those people saying, oh, I can't wait till 2021. 2021 is going to be so much better than 2020. Girl. Happy New Year, everyone, or not, because the way the world is going right now. But this is my first video of the year. It is 2021. And so one thing I wanted to get out the way really quickly before I jump into my review for this particular property is I just wanted to reiterate, just in case you weren't able to join my live on New Year's Eve. Thank you, everyone, for riding with my channel in these last almost 2 years. Next month will be 2 years for me being on YouTube. I'm almost at 3,000 subscribers, so my goal for this month is to hopefully be able to cross the 3,000 subscriber checkpoint. And so you guys could definitely help me out with that by definitely hitting the like button every time you watch one of my videos, hitting that subscribe button if you come across me and you like what you see. And also with the way YouTube works, hopefully I'm entertaining enough that you watch the whole video. But whether you have joined me in my safe haven, which is what I call my house, from the beginning, or whether you are brand new to my channel, thank you for joining me, and hopefully I can continue to take this channel and grow it to infinity and beyond. That was so corny. But anyway, on to the review. So I just recently got a chance to watch and finish the latest property coming out of Netflix. I believe it came out like a month or so ago. So I'm pretty late on this, but it's still new. It's still, a month is not that old. It's a Japanese series called Alice on the Borderland. And it's actually based off a manga. And it tells the story of an obsessed gamer named Arisu suddenly finds himself in a strange, emptied out version of Tokyo, in which he and his friends must compete in dangerous games in order to survive. And being that this property is adapted from a manga, it actually reminds me of another anime that I actually watched on Crunchyroll, I think it was like 2 years or so ago, called King's Game. And it's essentially basically the same premise. And if you're into anime and have Crunchyroll, I would definitely recommend checking out King's Game as well. And it also reminded me of things like Saw. There was another movie that I saw, I think it was in 2017, called The Belko Experiment. And now that I think about it, there was another movie that came out in 2019 called Escape Room. So yeah, the premise itself is not all that original, but it's what you do with the premise that makes it interesting. I gotta say, I overall had a lot of fun watching this first season of Alice in Borderland. Every episode is about an hour, and I believe there are about 8 episodes for this entire season. And funny enough, what do I always say? If you're a fan of my channel and have been watching my page for a long time, what do I always say are the things that I like in my fantasy properties? Blood, sex, gore, and magic. And while this property didn't literally have magic, it took these 3 main characters and transported them to an alternative version of Tokyo. So in my eyes, that's magic. And speaking of blood and gore and death, like, you're forced to participate in a deadly game. And so because of that, people do die in this property, and people die in some pretty gruesome ways. There isn't a whole lot of gore, but there's definitely a whole lot of blood. And while there isn't a lot of sex, there's some sex, but I had fun watching this property. Like, I couldn't stop watching it as soon as I started it. And so, like I mentioned, this property is based on a Japanese manga, and it is populated by Japanese actors. And so with that, this TV series is in Japanese, and you have to watch it in subtitles. And while you can watch it with the English dub, I don't recommend it, because the English dub, like the translations, and then plus you don't really get the nuances and the vocal performances and stuff like that from the actors. So if you have the ability to watch it in subtitles, I would recommend the subtitles. But going into the thing that really made this property fun to watch is all the different games that these characters had to participate, because no game is similar to the previous one. And the thing that makes these games different is when you think of the title of the game, Alice in the Borderland, the thing that you instantly think of is Alice in Wonderland. And what is the thing that Alice in Wonderland is known for is they talk about like card decks. You have the Queen of Hearts, and she has card deck soldiers. And so in this this property, when you're playing the game, there are certain things and certain rules where you play, when you play a game, this game might be like 3 of spades, or this game might be 10 of hearts, or this game might be 10 of diamonds. And spades, diamonds, hearts, they all represent different things. And the higher the number, the harder the game is. And so each challenge was just so incredibly difficult that if I was in this world, I probably would have died in like the very first game. So with the main character you have, who's an obsessed gamer, and I'm an obsessed gamer too. I'm a gamer. I have a gamer shirt. I review video games, but despite that, I'm not as smart as the main character, Adisu. So if I ever get stuck in this type of world, I would want an Adisu by my side. And so yeah, you have these 3 friends basically just trying to figure out how to make it out of this world and make it back to the real world. And out of the 3 friends, my favorite, honestly, because I thought he was the cutest one of the bunch, his name was Karubi. The character's name was Karubi. And this is him right here. And I was like, yeah, he's cute. But the thing that also made this property worth watching is, with this being games and you get introduced to all these different types of characters, no one is really safe in this world, and people will die, and people die that you don't even expect are going to die in this property. And I'm not going to say too much, obviously, because I don't want to say spoilers. But yeah, but overall, I really had a great time watching this property. Now, of course, with this thing being based on a manga, there were some very traditional anime-ish type tropes that happened, more specifically towards the end of the season, where, anime is very famous and manga and stuff like that is very famous for people just sitting there monologuing everything, or, with the flashbacks and stuff like that. And it does feel like it kind of slows the property down, but I'm pretty much used to that when it comes to anime properties, so it didn't really bother me that much. But if you're not really huge on anime, I could see that probably bothering you a little bit. But like I said, it didn't bother me because that's par for the course when it comes to anime. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this property. I hope that they do a season 2. And I would say Alice in the Borderland is a definite blockbuster. I would definitely recommend you check it out. It's currently on Netflix, like I said. And so yeah, the question is though, have you guys seen Alice in the Borderland? Since I'm pretty late, it came out like a month ago. If you've seen it, what did you think about it? Let me know down in the comment section below. Have you read the original manga? How different is it from the manga to the show? I haven't read anything from the manga, so I don't know anything about it. Let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you can, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, if you could please hit that thumbs up button. It'll really help out the channel with the algorithm. And if this is one of your first time checking out one of my videos, please check out the other videos on my channel. And if you like what you see, please subscribe for more and hit that bell notification button so you're alerted every single time I post a new video. And tell your friends, families, and neighbors about my channel to help me continue to grow. WandaVision actually comes out this Friday, so be on the lookout for that. I am super excited to finally talk about WandaVision. As I've said plenty of times before, that is my #1 property that I've been excited to see and talk about for the MCU. So yes, WandaVision. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And tell your friends, families, and neighbors about my channel to help me continue to grow. And as always, I will catch you guys next time.